bit.
Well, I guess I better be, huh? Since he's already doing it.
Did he
People
start?
kill me.
Oh goodness!
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna show you. I love this on you. That
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. So this is our editing
This suite here?
suite, our editing bay. So we have a lot more equipment that's supposed to go into that. So this is where they do the little editing, and this is the boardroom. But every space is a place to create.
Every space is okay.
I like that every
Put that
space
down.
is a
Every
place to
space
create.
So
Now I'm
no
gonna
matter
this
what the
room.
room is, it can change out to whatever
Reconfigure.
we need constantly. So that is what it is.
Oh, okay.
And
Yes.
we're gonna go.
All right, artwork. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Beautiful
so
artwork. Oh my
A
goodness.
lot of the artwork.
Love it.
I wish I could
Ooh.
say I did. Oh yeah, wonderful. And so many eclectic artists that we're gonna have. Look at
Oh,
that. That is
wow.
so nice.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Oh, labi.
Yeah. You're videoing, right?
Oh, your delay.
Good.
Oh, your delay.
Oh yeah, Daddy.
Oh, your
So
delay.
they call this my office, but it's not. This is what we consider a production office, so that incubation office. So when people want to do their productions and stuff like that, they have a place to come and meet and put it together, pull it together, and all of that. So it's very important for them to have a place so they can kind of take care of business. They can come and do business meetings. So I wanted it to look a little bit more.
And it feels comfortable.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So
And I
they,
love the light.
They had brought the director and the general manager. They had brought this to me the other day before I had the art installed last week, and I said, "Hell no, you better not ever put that
Please
in my place."
Don't pick that up on
Yes.
this.
So look at the art I have now.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
That's it.
I love the
That's saying
greens and
something.
yellows.
That's more me.
Yeah, that's definitely saying something right there.
I like that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Are these local artists?
These are international as well.
Oh wow.
So yeah, they're all over the world, and many of these art pieces, they're coming from City Hall and places like that, and then we rotate them out. Charles Washington is amazing. You know, well, he's at Shape as well.
Okay.
So a lot of that art that you see there, he manages that art.
Yes, yes,
as
yes,
well.
yes.
He's brilliant.
This is beautiful
So
work.
this is
Beautiful.
wonderful. Y'all came right in time. We just finished production meeting, so that's why it was good, because a lot of times they don't have places to meet.
Yes.
They don't have places to meet and be something. Now they have the script writers classes out here on Saturdays
That's me.
to make it comfortable. You
Yes.
see our big truck and
Okay,
band
we can
and
show up. We can be on the spot.
radio, all
They
that.
have the
Sure.
Martha had a candy pad.
Yes.
And of course, that's all the offices in the center area.
Oh, wow.
Our event that's coming up for free speech, free speech.
Okay.
So they just took down all your pictures and stuff that was up here. See, they just took that down. This is amazing.
How are you?
I
Wow.
love that.
It doesn't have this much
Rich.
How are you ladies doing today?
Grateful. How are you today?
Fine, fine.
Oh, look at this. Out here we got
Yes.
Reading the environment and
And this art.
this
Oh,
art is just incredible.
yeah, I was
This art
loving
is
it.
incredible.
Yes.
Incredible.
Wow.
They did
This
us
is paint
proud.
on glass.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a door.
Yeah.
So he has this huge thing what he's doing with doors. And it has all these wonderful meanings of new beginning, going into a door, exiting from all the negativity into the,
Interesting.
so it's a wonderful piece that he's doing. And he's going to create an open piece for us here. So when certain people come, they'll be able to add whatever they want to it. It'll be a living art piece that will grow with the organization.
Nice.
Oh, I
So
love
yeah,
that.
I
that
love art
concept.
stuff like that.
That's nice.
That's what I love, and everybody
Oh, I
becomes a
remember
part of
those
the
CDs.
artist. Oh Lord, I was too young.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Wow.
How can it? What is she talking? What is she talking?
What is that thing? What is that? What's that thing?
Why is it on the? Why isn't it flat?
That monster. What does it do?
Time there was a black and white TV.
Why is it flat on the wall here?
This is our radio station and podcast.
Okay.
So we have some big podcasts. So now we have some more podcast equipment that's coming. So we're going to be able to do full podcasts that will be shot out immediately. So they have some new things that Magic has made. So we're getting the new stuff. So,
Don't give us that. Oh.
yes.
What's
So
the new?
this is Studio B.
I love it.
Wow.
So
Yes.
Studio B, we have the automatic cameras.
Yes.
So we're just ready, and they do training in here as well. And then we have the outside right there that people are going to be able to create. We're going to create all kind of interesting things on that wall out here, so people can go out there. But we're going to let people create art pieces where they can take all kind of pictures and do all kind of videos as well. So right now it's dry land. But next
But I
time
love that
next
for
year.
you sitting there. You know, we want the artwork. We
And see
want
what's
it, you
more
know?
powerful, when the mayor put me on the board, and in 2 months I was voted in president in 2 months. And in that time, we were renting from a very wealthy Caucasian that was charging us triple net taxes, renter taxes, property taxes, and an over-exorbitant amount of rent money. We had to do all the maintenance. I can go on and on.
Oh, wow.
Another person, Caucasian person, who was the executive director, signed an agreement with him and left. A month before, signed an agreement, a 7-year agreement with a non-out clause. So we couldn't get out of the contract. So when I came on, we're 2.5 years into the contract. So we purchased this 2 months in of my presidency. So once I came in, I said, we don't rent, we buy.
Bye.
So found this historical. This is the first area where the Hispanics came to build the city. So this is where they came, the workers.
Okay.
And then they built the city.
Welcome. Thank you. Good to see you again in your home space. In your home space.
She's doing us so proud. So proud. So
Yes,
proud.
I'm excited. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
This is beautiful.
And for her background, she was here when she was a toddler. As a producer, went on to get her doctorate. She's the queen of robotics.
I love it.
Have a nonprofit with the kids with robotics that the Astros and all of them are a part of. Her son, she's been able to get him out.
He was my protege.
He was her protege,
He
but
was.
look at him now. What all is he doing now?
Sure. Well, he's a software engineer at Amazon. He started in robotics when he was in the 2nd grade. But I fought for him because the principal created a team, and she was for girls in STEM. I said, well, where are the boys? You know, we gotta have a boys team. She said, well, you know, Miss Jordan, we don't have a boys. I said, well, he'll have to be on the girls' side. And so he was. And Reagan Flower's first book.
Reagan.
He was in her first book. He wore goggles. He looked like a little nerd, which he was. And so till I guess about 12, and then they said, you got to get him out of those goggles. You got to put some glasses on that boy because he's going to have to fight, you know. So, but he was a nerd then. Today you have to say sir. Because he's doing some great things, yeah.
See, that's what it's about. That's what it's about.
So we're excited for him.
So we were able to bring her in just recently. So all the magic is really going to happen in 6 weeks.
I'll be paying attention. I'll be paying attention.
And this feels like 6 months. Yes, it does.
Because of the accomplishments.
Okay. I'll take that. So I'll take that.
You gotta always be able to. What I say, be positive.
Positive.
Yeah.
The growth, now everybody
Yeah, still
also,
growth.
we had a hard challenge with some members on the board last year coming into this space, and then the staff. The staff there did not want change. They did not want to develop.
Work.
They wanted to just stay.
I'm just sorry.
exactly where they
That's
were.
just what they didn't
no,
want
that's
work.
exactly
You
it.
heard
Inevitable
exactly
to grow.
what it
You
was.
have to
Work.
exactly it.
Technology
Just
changes
want to get a
so
check.
quick.
No,
You have
that
to
was it.
work. Want a result. If we did this today, then next week we should be able to do this. And if we did this and know we accomplished that, then we can do greater and better.
Oh God.
They don't-
Greater and
it's-
better.
It's a mentality. It's a
It
mentality.
is.
It was-
There are
it was
some who
crazy.
just don't have a leadership mentality. We talk about that all the time. And
And
look at what needs to be
complacency.
done.
Some people are
Yeah.
just okay
Yeah,
with
sure.
okay. No.
Oh God.
Let's not be
yes.
okay with okay.
Yeah.
You know, mediocrity is not what we were. That's not the goal.
No, it's
Not
absolutely
the
That's
goal.
not the destination.
It's
Thank you
not
very
the
much.
goal. You know, so once we purchased the space, the building, we still had the 2 bills, which was crazy. So then we found out that the clause was changed. So they had given the executive director at that time the wrong contract when we purchased this. So that one had to resign because his son passed. So there was elements going. He's an amazing person. So he had been there a year. And so we had already purchased the building, so there was no movement. The staff didn't want to move anything, and we were trying to cut the budget well enough so we could move, get out of that contract. We just knew we were going to have to buy him out. This man told me flat out, he said, LeBeau, to pay me out is going to be over $3 million. It's going to be over $3 million. That's what his starting amount was. And I mean, we fought like the Dickens. He took me out. I started saying, God and the ancestors pulled this man that I'm sure one day wore a white cap.
Appointed one.
Appointed cap. I'm the whole family there of that. And slowly things started coming. He started calling me. I started sending him positive messages, just baiting him.
Stay positive. Be positive.
And trying to come down. So he came down. Okay, y'all have money. I saw y'all report. Your audit is good. I'm only because of you. I'm gonna do it for $1.5 million. So he stayed at $1.5 million. He would not come down off of it. And then he said, "Why the heck would y'all go and buy a building? Why didn't y'all just let me buy the building y'all rented for me?" I said, "Mr. Madden, I think that's the stupidest thing you've ever said. I adore you dearly, but that is ridiculous. This is the community's building, and we're going to buy it from you as a man instead of the community owning it. Reevaluate what you said to me." And I said, "I'm going to hang up now, and we'll talk later."
Good for you.
And I was really struck. I was
know
like,
you were done.
"Oh Lord, we better get
You
sued
still
for
want me to
$3
be a
million."
sharecropper?
Oh Lord.
Yes, they did.
So I got back on his good side. I found out that they had these other things and businesses, and I found out things that he needed that I could help him with, from business to legal and all that. So then I started slowly throwing that, and he's like, "Well, we did our research on you too, Mr. LeBeau. We know blah, blah, blah." And then I was like, "Oh, okay, stuff I didn't even know."
Okay.
And I was like, "Well, how can we now assist you in what y'all are doing, your family?" Guess what we found out? And that's why this documentary is more powerful than that. That documentary helped us. When I told him that we were doing the documentary, we found out that the Maddens, his father, John Madden, sold the land to HISD that the school that I graduated from, Sterling, was owned. After I had decided to do something, he had got the money down to, and when we found that out, I was like, "This is it, God. This is it." So we went from all that and all these other negotiations, and at one point it became contentious. He had his son, who is nothing but like, "I don't care. We're back up to the $3 million."
Yeah, money hungry.
But they don't care about it. The thing is their legacy. It's all about their legacy. To leave it for their great. And he told me. And that's what he said. So
It ain't yours to begin with.
we ended up with a negotiation that J. LeBeau did for the company, my nonprofit Universe Purpose did, and our family foundation did for the company to really manipulate him if I tell you this organization with the old staff that we had made me miss the deadline. They didn't move anything from the space. So therefore we missed the initial deadline. And we had 3 more months. That's when the son was brought in. And he went back up because he was furious that we missed the deadline. And it was because of them. So there we were at. We got down to like $1.5 million. After it was over, we paid it in a rent form to buy us time to get the idiots moving. I started moving stuff myself, getting my people to move. We were getting stuff moved. They finally activated at the last minute, but it was already too late. I got this man to redo this thing for under 100. Ain't God good? At the same time, we had about 30 contractual agreements that were absorbent amounts. That immediately I was calling them disbanding those agreements, and I put in a resolution that we were not doing any more signed contracts until we sign our main contract, because it's going to be invalid anyway. So that's the whole thought. We can't be signing contracts if we don't have our main one ready. So it was a lot of things. It was a lot. I'm telling you, God and my ancestors worked it through. I mean, it's some stuff that I would never be able to talk about. It was all legal.
Come on now.
Amen. So I know it's here for the people. And this beautiful soul, right after that agreement, while we were closing out that agreement, within that same month, someone who I admire extremely, who was a part of this Access Houston, and to me, I've always preached about it. They'll all tell you, I'm fighting for what Vince Hamilton did here. He was the executive director. He was the black here. He was the first black executive director, and he took it to a whole nother level. But he had a board that did not believe in advancing things, so they kept him at a minimum.
He was. Oh, what was it?
He was the executive director. He was Access Houston.
Access
Houston at that time. And when I saw him, I was actually with Thomas and them meeting for dinner to talk about them bringing me on as chair for this event in May.
Wow.
May the 4th.
May the 4th.
That's the day I met him. That was the day I met him.
And I was walking out thinking about him, been trying to find him because we want to do the documentary, and saw him, and I just went crazy. And I said, "Oh, we need to bring you back. I'm now the president." And he was just, I was like, and then he pointed to her and said, "That's who you need." And
that's a recommendation.
Yes, it was a great one. And then I wanted to be more stand backish because I did not want to influence the decision in any way. And I'm telling you, there was so many fights on the committee with people wanting to bring in certain people that they were bringing in. So that was a whole nother thing. But
she had the right endorsement.
Oh yes. But she also had the right stuff because she brought in and she won them all over. And I did not vote on purpose.
Okay.
And she was valid on her own.
Yes.
So that they can never say that I played a hand in it at all. I didn't vote on purpose.
You know how you got to do it.
Oh yeah, because I know what they'll
you
come
know
back
how
and say.
you know how we do.
All right, we'll serve them some wine and cheese and crackers, and we're gonna wine to them to give some money. So this is our wine to wine area. That is the area. And then out here, our courtyard is so the National Arts. Okay.
All right, Miss Jordan, good to see you.
Watching and I said, this woman is just awesome. You know, because I listened to you say, it's only certain kinds of roles I'm going to take. I'm not going to be a drug addict or a prostitute. That's not who we are. And I was just like, this is the bomb. So I really enjoyed it. I did. So I just was like, wow, and I remembered the things that I've seen you in. After, after I started, I said, oh yeah, okay, here we go. So that was her.
And see, that's why it's so important. But then the educational part of it. She's extremely educated, but know the art. and trained very well. And those are all the things that we're now adding here that had not been before. The training, the educational component, so they can be their best.
Yes.
So they can be their best.
And compete in the market. That's my thing. Because I remember when I started in production, I didn't start as an actor. I never thought I'd be invited to be on the stage because it was I'm a little chocolate girl. So I was like, okay, let me be behind the scenes. I'm going to learn production, I'm going to learn direction, and so that I went to theater to learn how to talk to the actors.
Wow,
and next thing I knew, here I was. There you are.
Even more so, who can say Dave Chappelle opened up for her? Who else? You can't say anybody that but her.
Well, we're proud.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And even more proud that you should be the face of Houston media.
Listen.
Because that embodies
Houston media group, we're here. And where are you? It's time. We gotta tell them it's time. I've been waiting, we're here. I love it. Love it.
I love the choreography.
Okay.
I'm hoping now.
You know, my dad worked with the YMCA. Right. You know, I would say my dad worked with the YMCA. All his life, all of my life, rather. Yeah, that was our dad was the one. So I grew up watching him come in and transform communities.
See, that's why.
Because of his programs and his ability to raise funds, to get them Caucasian organizations to give up that money, and that was what he was proficient. So that's why we moved so much. Because he would come to this Y. The first Y was Dallas, Texas. That's how we left Arkansas.
Really going
because
to
of what he'd done at the YMCA there. He got the first black YMCA built in the hood. Not built, but dedicated. So then they saw what he'd done there, and they heard about it in the national branch, the national board, and invited him to come to Dallas. So he was at the Westmoreland branch YMCA there, and went in and got their programs, got their money up, year and a half. Then Wichita Falls, Texas said, can he come to us? So we went to Wichita Falls, Texas, then we went to Port Arthur, Texas, then we went to Kansas City. That's how we moved so much, an average of every year and a half, until I was a senior in high school, because of our dad's work in the community through the YMCA.
That is amazing.
Yep, that was so I watched fundraising. I watched program development. I watched children that had never had these never experienced certain things, and because of our dad's programs and his vision, I thank him. That was what he did. So I grew up. I cut my teeth on watching somebody change. My dad.
And look what you're doing. Oh,
so this is just like, this is exciting because it's the beginning of making it possible for them to see beyond the block. To see beyond just right here.
That is so, oh God, see,
so
we have
that's
so
why
much to do.
It's like
So
they got to believe, they have to know that there's another definition of who they are.
Yes.
That one, and even Dad, don't just accept, investigate. That was
There
his thing.
you go.
He said, even what I say, investigate. So that's why I was a curious being, I want to know, I want to see. Oh, what did you say? Well, I don't know. He allowed us to have conversation with him. And I think how progressive he was, because at that time, children didn't have opinions.
No, they don't have
He allowed me we would sit down and discuss things. Yeah.
See, that's why.
Now, we knew that his word, if he came and he said, okay, this is what I'm saying, that was it. But he listened to our opinions.
And that's what matters. And that's what they don't allow now. Well, they have never for kids to, and they're more clairvoyant. So a lot of times they're gonna know way more than you know.
And you think that they don't know.
And they're getting it from a space that's way
bigger than you can't access it anymore.
Not anymore.
Right? Past 16, we don't even hear certain. Did you know that? Past certain 16, we don't even hear certain frequencies anymore. Isn't that
but
crazy?
Those kids can.
But after 16, so then we have to be. That's also being more vigilant of what they're listening to, what they're watching, because we don't know what subliminal stuff is going in there. Because we don't hear it.
No.
We over 16. We won't do those.
That is so magical. That's what media is about. So this outside, we want to add more artwork and stuff. The National Humanities of the Arts, they commissioned some artists to do these paintings, this one as well. In here, there's a motif from the Indian tribe that's in there, but it's also in that boardroom too on the floor.
Okay.
So everything here, the Art Deco, the aerodynamic windows, they too are one of a kind. So many wonderful things about this historical building that's important to the community.
Get that historic reference.
Yes.
I just like the space.
Yes, and it's open.
Open space. We're going to do entrances from there. I want to have all kind of trick lights in there. Those are the historical markers on the building, so we can't do anything outside.
But it's still gorgeous. It's a gorgeous building.
Well, we have to commission to them to do anything, but it's worth it.
It is.
Because now we can go after bigger stuff.
Yes. Ooh.
So this is.
got the face.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Here's where it can go down. It goes down in here. It goes down in here. You can have a whole lot of different stuff going on. And you got
So
your
this is Studio A. We have a wealth of cameras. They're all in the closets right now.
Okay.
And there's a wheelchair
events.
ramp.
We had a reception here. We had a movie screening here, and then we had a baby shower.
Listen.
So,
Multifunctional.
Multifunctional. And that's what this whole space is about. So we want it to be the community center still, we want it to be the studio still, and an event center.
Yes.
So it would transform
So the
constantly.
community can really
Utilize it. It's theirs. They own it. They own it. It is
Oh
theirs.
man, this
It
is
theirs.
amazing. Sir Gerald! 7 years ago. I was born. Oh yeah, but they lied then too.
And see, or not to be. It's to be.
Is the question.
The
Thank
question
you.
is-
I do.
I love it. Thank you.
So we want to do a nice LED screen here. Since what's going on, the things in China, I've kind of held out because they went twice as much as the other thing that I looked at. It's about 200,000, but I really want a LED screen so people can really kind of do
Get that
some
feel.
really, yeah.
Wow.
So we won't have to be turning
Awesome.
scenes in and out. We want to do some good but quick productions, but we don't have to do a lot of stuff with the sceneries.
Right.
And so
I like
that's
a one scene or one setting. One
yes,
set.
one
production.
setting, but with the LED screen,
You can
change
change
it to
them.
be all over the world.
True.
So that's what's up. And bring the world to you, because you can use the screen to have other people on there where you can be interactive
Right, exactly.
as well. So that's what this is about. This also will be used as the press room. So we have different council members, Congress members that will be using it as a press room. Organizations, they can come use it as a press room as well. So that's the other advantage that we're going to have.
Awesome.
Yeah, God is good.
I love
And the gentleman that owned it, we had made a bet. As soon as I became president, I said I want it. And his wife had passed of cancer. And he said, I gotta make sure it's somebody that's gonna take care of it. This is a Caucasian man. His wife was very instrumental in getting him to save the building. At one point, they were gonna tear it down. He saved it. He put artwork in here that was $1 million to $5 million right there. In the gym, he had old Rolls Royce. I think they said about 14 million.
Oh, it's a
You'll see it.
YW. They have to have a gym, huh? This is
And
amazing.
the front area was a pool where the grass was at one point. I've learned all the grand his history.
it.
So it's so much. And I love when the people in the neighborhood, when they're able to come in, they tell you all the stories. And then one of the guys that I just gave a scholarship to, he brought a picture of him walking, getting his 5 years old, getting his little,
From kindergarten.
certificate.
Because we used to graduate in Dallas. We graduated from kindergarten.
Yes.
I remember that.
So I had one of our female photographers to reenact that, and I think now he's 50 something,
Wow.
and he reenacted.
Wow.
And I was like, that's what I'm
Come
talking
on.
about.
That full
That's
circle,
what
that
I'm
full
talking about. This is what's called the equipment room. So this is what Nicole will come and get all her equipment and go out there and work her magic.
Yes.
So what I had them to do, because we're doing a lot of things to kind of do it, build it in right now, because we're going to have to build a cage.
Yes.
So eventually we're going to have a cage to kind of secure it. But we have about 6 feet going up. So we want to get some
From
more
this.
engineers,
To move this
see if
to
we can do
okay.
some storage
Up there.
and do a, the wheel rotating thing. So it'll bring the
Okay,
camera
to bring
stuff
it
down.
bring it down.
Oh,
So we're trying to bring
yes.
some cameramen.
love
Some engineers in to kind of do that. And it has its own entrance. This is where our master control A is. And of course, this is Mr. Mark. He's not sharing his.
I'm sorry.
He's not sharing his
It's
Popeyes
Popeyes.
with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark has a wonderful film that he recently did, a cultural film with the. He had his showing here. Many of the producers that work with him utilize the equipment from here, and it's a really wonderful thing. And he's working over our film department as well. So we're very proud of him.
Yeah.
So this is our for Studio A. So yeah.
Great.
Only,
Oh my God.
we're gonna add some LED lighting outside so we can promote. And then I gotta add a air conditioning.
Yeah.
I gotta
Keep everything. Yeah. Gotta keep it cool.
cooler. Yeah.
Keep it cool.
Camera
And then
one,
this is, and then you
camera
probably
two,
go up here too.
Camera 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. So when we ready to do a little broader system in here, we can
Go up.
go up.
Yeah.
So that's
Amazing.
very important.
I love this.
This excites me.
James do all our programming.
How you doing?
And then last week we had him DJ. So right now he's jamming Jay right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to. And this is our master company control room. So this is what goes out to the world, to the city, and some of the channels that we're producing. And right now our resident engineer does all the stuff for the Rockets, Astra, all the big sports arenas. So he comes here and do all the, he's an amazing guy himself. So, and so now we're connecting ourselves to the major networks, as their little baby sibling, so that they can.
Baby grow.
Yes.
Listen, baby grow.
They grow, yeah.
Take
But-
them little steps. Like you said, it's only, 6 months for you. This one place I lived in Little Rock was smart that way. Because he knew everybody's going to try to do penthouse. So
Yes.
he made the penthouse. Come in. Ooh. It's beautiful. It hit, but you could go out on the roof and see everything. Yes.
So yeah, the old restrooms.
I'm loving it. Oh my God, get your remember the swim caps?
Oh God, yes.
Get your swim cap with your straps. Yeah. They're not in the pool without your swim cap. Don't play. Yeah. No, and get in that shower before you walk out there. Get in the shower first.
We're gonna paint it up, but we're keeping all the lockers.
Yes, good for you. Good for you. All right, okay. Okay.
Now you look here. Now you may not remember all of these.
Wow.
That was so we had Sam Houston Coliseum. That was the Wrestling Mania place.
Can you believe?
That's
No
where it was shot
way.
in Houston.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, so they did a lot of practice and rehearsal stuff here before they would go to Sam
over
Houston.
there.
I love
So
it.
that's history.
Oh my God. All right.
That's
I'm in. Where I sign? I'm in. Where do I sign?
you already signed
Where I
it.
sign? Where I sign?
It was in the good blood too.
Woo! Amazing. Amazing. You got all of this. This is amazing. There's enough to do whatever. Google. No. Just no Google. Because when people say no and they look like me, I want to jump over there in their chest.
If I tell you,
That's why I'm Google, and then we won't have any more of that. No, I don't. Just Google her. You ready for the spelling?
Yes, ma'am.
PHYLLIS. Watch this. Middle name is Yvonne. You know how to spell that one, right? YVONN as in Nita. I don't know.
Yeah, that was wild. I'm glad you're taking a picture. Yeah, he's not videoing, so yeah.
Did you get it? Did you get it?
That's what I'm about to hit.
Did it Stickney already come up, right? If you put Phyllis and Yvonne, it should have come up. That's what I said. Don't play with me like it ain't up there already. Don't even play like it ain't up there.
No, I'm trying to pull it up.
Let me see. I know. Don't play like it ain't there. I worked hard for it to come up in the search like that.
I was about to call Apple.
As soon as you put that Phyllis Yvonne, you already got Stickney.
There we go. Yes, ma'am.
Right
I worked hard for that, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Still working hard.
Still working. Ain't playing. I'm not playing with these babies. We got stuff to do. And now he's brought me here to see this. This is what I needed to. And so I'll tell you guys, so that I guess I'll let them be. I'll give them a little bit of the scoop. One of the reasons that I'm staying is because I have a meeting with the producer of the New Jack City remake. Yeah! Right, the sequel. It's a sequel. I can't divulge any more than that.
Okay, that's enough.
Yes. Tomorrow afternoon at 2:00. So I figured we'd just sit for a minute, do that, and then we'll hit the road because we'll get there in time enough to do the stuff I need to do there. But I just feel like there's synergy, there are things, everything happens for a reason. I don't believe in coincidence. Mm-hmm. And so even though Mr. LeBeau is very, very special in telling me that he wanted me to come work, and my sister still teaches me about, was I on post? She said, you was posted up. I was ready to work. And he just wanted to honor me, and I was trying to work. Because I'm like, he said,
I was trying to get her over the phone to say, you know what, I'm not going to MC, I'll just do a little skit, or I do an announcement. I was trying to get her to dumb it down. And it just didn't work. She said, no, I'm ready to
work.
And then Africa was like, oh, she's already working on her whole thing. I'm like, oh, Lord.
But I know,
So
but like I said, I'm not used to people asking me to come and honor me. So when I got it, I was like, he just wanted to honor me? That's it? He doesn't want me to work? Oh,
but you still did. You did the opening. You gave quality information where it
because like I said, I don't believe coincidences. It was because of Councilwoman Shabazz having to leave early, and me being given the proclamation, and so I spoke what was in my heart at that moment. And so then I was like, okay, it's time. I'm supposed to be working. So, okay. And I laughed because I can remember the looks on the people's faces. So now I know what they were thinking. Like, why is she up here? They were thinking, what is she doing? Why doesn't she go sit down?
I changed everything without even really telling people. And then Shabazz say, please, Jared, please. I say, you owe me big because you didn't call me. I went through all kind of stuff. And she said, man, I love you, dear. I'm going to make it up. And she said, I have to leave early, but I want to present her this, and you want me to present? I said, yeah, but I want you to stay, but she has a lot to do. But she stayed a while.
Yeah, I'm going to say, she stayed a good little while.
She stayed a while.
But, oh my God, for that to be the second year, how well attended it was. Mm-hmm. And that collective is a cute little space.
Black owned and operated.
But they do not compete with what we're doing over here. We love you.
But they are part of here too.
Oh, they are?
It's 5 of them. The 2 of the family owners, I've always worked with them. Chris Williams, the oldest restaurant here that every president since 1908 has ate at his grandmother's location, which is on in Midtown. Oh
I know
God!
it ain't me.
It's the oldest restaurant here.
Wow.
It's infamous, and all the presidents have eaten there. It's historic. Martin Luther King has eaten there.
That's so much.
Historical. So he owns a lot of restaurants. Christopher Williams is his name, and the Williams family is one of Lucille's.
Lucille's. Okay, yes,
So that's
yes.
his-
It's a
his
Mexican
grand-
restaurant.
No, black. Lucille, she was black.
And
Oh,
Lucille's is
yes, Lord. She came straight out of slavery and opened up her
I love it.
Lucille's.
Lucille's
That's
right
in
there.
Midtown.
In Midtown. Mm-hmm. And they got that property, and they bought
So,
the property there.
and they're still functioning. They still have the restaurant there. Okay, so that'd be
Expanded.
some place I
I
gotta
have to
sit
take y'all
and
over
eat.
there one day.
Yeah, we got
And
that.
he now is a world-class chef. And he just opened up restaurants around the world. Chris is amazing. They also, the El Dorado Ballroom.
Okay,
He
that's a
managed.
nice.
Now, when I had money and president of Kumba House, I tried to buy the El Dorado Ballroom. And then, but Project Roadhouse did get it finally, thank God. It's so much legal stuff at that time. But he managed it. Christopher Witt, they managed it.
Wow.
And when it first opened, so then that's when we were able to bring in
That's a nice place too. You know
Knowles.
what? We could do car talk here. Because I did that film. It was definitely for Texas, right? But we could make it Houston instead of Dallas. Definitely. Yeah,
That's a absolute. That's a absolute.
That's an easy. But it's an easy script. Yeah. But it was really based on my friend who plays cards. It's called Card Talk. And I would she was one of the places I would go when I want to hide and not be at a hotel, and somebody go, who just checked in.
Yeah.
So I would call her and say, hey, listen, I need to get away. So I go to Dallas, long story short, because that's where we went when we left Little Rock.
Little Rock,
Right? So
with
Dallas
your
has
dad.
a place in my
Special
heart
heart.
as well. Long story short, I'd be sleeping, I'd hear another room, and then I hear the door, and I'd go out and she'd be gone. And then I would see her like early the next morning, and I was like, Queese, where were you? And she was like, girl, she played cards, right? She was out playing cards. She'd come back, she'd have some money, right? So she said, but Phyllis, you got to come and meet these women at the card game. She said, but I don't know how to get you in there without them recognizing you, right? So long time, because she would take her little purse and her toothbrush, and I was like, okay, she going, because she not coming back, because she got a toothbrush and her little toothpaste, her little travel kit. And so she said, okay, you got to, because she told me about these women. They were all women at the table, right? At the game. And there was, what's his name? Lele. Lele is in the house. Lele did the food and the drinks, right? But these women were gambling big time. But so one day she decided, she said, okay, put on this big cap, right? She said, I'm going to tell them my friend's not feeling good, so I'm going to get you right into the living room. She said, but they're going to be so in that game, they're not even going to pay attention. She said, I just got to get you in that living room, out of their, and out their minds, and then say, oh, then my friend came, but she don't feel good. Can she lay in the living room? Yeah, girl, come on, it's your next time. Anyway, you up next. So now I'm in the living room listening. Baby, when I tell you the hilarity that ensued around that table, oh my God. One lady called, everybody came in, I won't say the other word, I call it Big Cookie. She called everybody, hey, Big Cookie! Everybody came in. There was another woman, they would all put their guns on the table. I was like, this is crazy. One lady would take out her teeth, put them on the table. So I just sat there and went, okay, this is the comedy part of it. But then they had a lakefront property that they were trying to take from them. So it's a film that I'm going to use as a pilot to set up an episodic. Yeah.
Very good.
But we could switch it to here just as easily as Dallas.
Oh, that would be
Because everything
great.
takes place in that one.
Yeah. Well,
most part.
the story is about my character, the one that I wrote for me. They call her Auntie Doe because Auntie Doe is upscale. She has the funeral home. But she also runs a card game that we don't know. Auntie Do is running that card game. It's just a little upscale out there in the, one of the better neighborhoods, shall we say. And then Miss Henrietta.
Playing bridge.
No, they playing cards.
I know,
No,
being
they playing
funny. I'm
cards,
being funny,
baby.
you know.
They do that tonk. They playing tonk. They playing,
Oh, well, talk is upscale. Talk is upscale.
Is it upscale?
Yes. All I know is spades. I have not reached to the top level.
Girl, they playing tonk and they playing poker, right?
Oh, yeah, that's
they playing
upscale.
tonk and poker, right? But this is what they're playing at Queesy's, right? So I gave Auntie Do, but you don't know Auntie Do has that. You just know she's a funeral home owner. You don't find out until later that she's the one that runs that the rival room, right? It's rival to Miss Henrietta's room.
Okay.
And Miss Henrietta and her have a somewhat of a rivalry because Miss Henrietta was going to marry my brother. And she thinks, but my brother didn't marry her, and she thinks it's because of me that I poisoned him against her, but it's not true. So we have this little, and Miss Henrietta's a dance teacher, and so we meet them through the eyes of Nika, who is Auntie Do's niece. And she's a widow at 27. So the film starts where Nika decides a year of mourning is enough. I want to get back into the world. I'm going to take a job, right? I'm going to go look for a job. And so she's driving and decides, you know what, I haven't taken dance class in a long time. And she goes to the dance studio where Miss Henrietta runs the dance studio. So Miss Henrietta's in there, okay, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and they girls hit the choreography. All right now, come on, full out. She's doing her thing. And then Nika shows up. Everybody hasn't seen her for a year, so they're all excited. And they show her love. So while they're showing her all the love, and Miss Henrietta says, I know you remember this combination. Hit the floor. So she hits the floor with the rest of the dancers, and then, of course, at the end. But the phone rings, split screen. They're calling Miss Henrietta from the card game, saying, girl, it's almost your hand. So after all that love, she goes, I love y'all. Okay, but we got to go. Time to go. Nika, I'm going to see you. And then we follow Nika home, and she has an encounter dream with her grandmother, because she used to be with her grandmother as a little girl. Her grandmother would have her, don't you tell nobody what we win tonight. And so she talks to her grandmother that night through the dream. Grandmother, what am I going to do? Blah, 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 blah. So that morning she wakes, she goes to the mailbox, gets mail, and she sees a letter that she doesn't recognize. But she's a makeup artist, so she starts going to different places to interview for makeup, and she realizes I'm not ready to deal with people yet. So she goes to Auntie Do and says, can I work in here? She says, you want to work on bodies? She said, I'd rather do that than to hear what these people got to say. She said, oh, Auntie Do, this mail came to the house today. She said, but it's addressed to something, and she didn't recognize the name, but Auntie Do does, because it was her mother's name before she changed her whole name, right? She changed her whole name. So that's how she finds out that the bank is trying to take that lakefront property from, it's really her niece's property. Wow. And so that's the drama of it. How does she keep these, it's Asians and Caucasians. Don't that rhyme? Asians and Caucasians trying to take that baby lakefront property. Wow. And we get them. Yes, we do. And that's how the two of the women are going to come together. Right. So they're going to mend whatever bury the hatchet, because this is more important.
Oh, that's good. We need stuff like that.
Yes. That's my little rom-com.
Yes.
And the romantic part of it is Auntie Do is selling the business. And there's a young black man that comes to buy the funeral business. And she sees him and thinks more about her niece. He'd be great for my niece. Listen, I'm having a party tonight. I'm having a fundraiser. Why don't you come, Lamar? I think you'd really enjoy it. There's some people there that you need to meet.
One in particular.
So yeah, we could do that here. That's an easy film. It's not a... Yeah. So we had, I was excited because we had locations, but like I was saying the other don't you reach over this counter, what you want?
Oh goodness! I love it.
Baby! And so that's where I have all my, you know, all the comedians coming to do their cameos, and then somebody's selling some. You know, it's always the boosters. You know how we used to put in the orders? I need that Linux, because I knew someone that used to get Linux wear. And so I would put in my order. They would come to the little beauty shop. You put the, baby, I need the, you know, the soup dish. I got the candy dish. I got the plates and the, but I want some of that. They would be able to take them orders. What you want? What you need?
Oh yeah, you need to do that here. And we have some more cameras. We're gonna be buying some more cameras.
Your last name. So I need all my Z's, my W's, my X, my Y's, my S's, my T's. You know. Let's go. All right. Now, before we go any further, I need to explain something to you. Everyone has an opinion. Keep it to yourself. This is woo, woo, woo.
Look at this. I love this.
Can't take it. This is amazing.
And you can tell its age. Look at the scoreboard. You know what I'm saying? You
Yes.
know that's original.
Yes. Oh man, y'all have a gem here.
Yeah.
This is a gem, not a G-Y-M, but a G-E-M.
soundstage?
This is a gem. Yes, it could be definitely a soundstage. Definitely. It's got the height. Definitely. And these, if they retract, yeah, you could definitely. This is soundstage.
This would be a sound stage
Yeah.
and an event center. It too would be multifaceted.
Yes.
We will still keep it as a gym, but
When
it'll
it
be
needs to be.
yes,
When it
but
needs
it'll be able to go from one to the other.
I love that. I love
We
that.
already have several companies from LA that want to come down here and do a sports thing and a scary movie in the back.
Okay, I bet they do because they want to save that money.
Mhm.
You can't even do one day in LA.